Oh wait, I need a fucking water. I can't do this shit without some spot. And my heart goes. Recording now. We've got the video recording. It's been more than that. Hello and welcome to our secret society.
Do that again. Alright, so
You take the intro.
I'll take the intro, which isn't going to be any better.
Hi,
Hello.
my name is Mac,
I'm Jay. I thought you were going to say Jay and Mac.
and we are Mac and Jay. Jay and Mac, whatever.
Well, I mean, we don't have a title. It's not like we say, "Hey, we are insert title here."
Yeah. And we're both software engineers in the beautiful city of Chicago. We had a really funny, the city of Chicago. I mean, Chicago. I like the sound of that.
Cheeto.
That's not how Chicago natives say it, but that's just how I say it.
How does Chicago's natives say it? Do they?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
I think it's Chicago. I mean, you don't really emphasize the shit. It's like more like the Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, it's the Chicago. The emphasis is on the C.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, the Chicago accent has been lost to time. I don't think anybody from Chicago actually has a Chicago accent.
I think they have a Midwest accent. I think Midwestern.
Yeah, but that's just English. That's just literally proper American.
No, because I think there's you've got the Southern accent, which is very potent. You've got the Midwestern accent that's only visible to the people on the West.
Oh yeah, it's only visible to Californians.
Because I think, which means they probably have their own accent. I think.
But even people from New York, even people like that I meet who are native New Yorkers, they don't really have a crazy accent.
I don't think you necessarily have it. I think just because you're there doesn't mean you have the accent. I think the accent
belongs
can
to
have
that
the
region.
origin.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nice, yeah.
We are in Chicago. I work for a software engineering company. I work for more of a, I guess, smaller software engineering company. I wouldn't even say it's software engineering, but
What do you mean?
You work for a startup.
But what do you mean you wouldn't say it's software engineering? What do you do every day? Do you code?
Yeah, but I mean, the point of the company is not to.
Do they write software?
They do write software.
Are you
but
writing that software?
Their main thing is
content company.
Content creation.
I thought most of the profit was the software, the product.
It is software, but the umbrella, the whole umbrella.
I know the umbrella company, but the company you work for isn't the umbrella company. So
it is the actually I do work for the umbrella company.
I thought you were.
I'm kind of a consultant to the other company. It's a weird process. It's done for.
But I would argue you work for a software company. You build a software product that people use. And that's how you make money.
No, but I guess we build an app. So it is a software. It's a tech company. I don't know if
I think it's tech. Yeah, you can just brand it tech. Yeah, I worked for a tech company and I work for a tech startup now. We're much smaller, very very small, which is
3 people.
Great for me. I love it. It's no, we're grown. We have more, but I think they're trying to limit like a person. Like
4 people.
We have we've grown
growing
20%
by 25%. Wait, 33%.
But I think we're trying to limit it at like still small. I think we want under 10 engineers when years down the line. So I think they're trying to keep it small. But I worked for a startup. I worked for a larger company beforehand, where I left because I just kind of got tired of corporate-y things that happen.
I don't think everybody's suited for corporate. I mean, and we're both recent college grads.
Yeah, recent
3 years. 3 years. 2 year for me, a year and a half. So I feel like we're still
good.
Finding our
we're not veterans.
balance.
We are not veterans. We're not seniors. We're not anything. It's not like we've been in the industry for 20 years. But we have a lot of experience in terms of we've tried to start startups. We have successfully started startups. We've had our side projects. We've gone through the interview process. I've gone through multiple jobs. He's gone through the interview process, had an internship at one job, and then has a new job at another company. So we do have experience, and we have a lot of failures that we've learned from that we think will benefit other people.
Yeah. I mean, we started about seven startups now.
7, 8.
8 startups. He started a bunch of startups
all
by
depends
himself.
on what you consider a startup, but like I think all in all,
I would say that we've taken a lot of ideas from the point of just researching and planning them to some type of execution.
Yeah. If you're considering a startup, executing on an idea, then we have started 7 or 8 startups. If you're saying you have to take it to fruition where you're profitable, we've had a successful startup. One singular that we decided we didn't want anymore. But that it just kind of success is very relative because
we've had customers.
There's a lot. Yeah,
we have. I feel like our main things we've always been successful at starting off a startup, and getting it off the ground, but continuing it has been somewhat of a challenge. And we know the mistakes we made, and we're trying to learn from them, and we're also having you trying to exactly. So
which I think is one of the biggest things about software engineering, which yes, it can extend to entrepreneurship or tech, just insert field. I think the more that's out there that you can learn from the mistakes of other people, the better.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the benefits is me being able to Google mistakes that in whatever I'm trying to do.
Except replace
and
mistakes
immediately get the good
Mac and J.
Yes.
But yeah, we're just trying to learn. We're just trying to have people learn from our mistakes, the mistakes we made on our various startups, and just learn from our research, our years of research. And we also plan to have very relevant episodes with current research about the field and just how to do things in general.
Picking a topic, going in depth, being like, hey, equity. This is a video based on researching equity, how equity is distributed, what equity means, how you should distribute it amongst co-founders, what about employees, what about funding, what about getting an MVP. There's a lot of different things that go towards splitting up the equity, and I think it's a video in and of itself. We've got other ones where the title is going to be "Don't Buy a Website," and we're going to go into major
Don't
depth
buy a
onto
website.
why you should not buy a website, and why you should. Which I think there's big misconceptions around that. There's a lot of topics that we can go into depth on that we've done research, we have experience with, but we'll also be doing continuous research. We'll be fact checking ourselves to make sure we're accurate. If we're not, let us know.
Just put it down. If we're being really stupid, just put it down in the comment section. I don't think we have an issue with that. And the whole reason of starting this, I would say, just to share our experiences, right? Share what we learned, the mistakes we made, and just teach other people, or not even teach. I don't even want to use that word, but
educate. Educate doesn't mean teach.
Well, yeah, just give people a reference.
So, like,
give people a reference. Give people an idea of what the latest research is on starting a startup. Yeah, that's the whole point behind it. Yeah. And I would like to preface this is when we talk about startups, we're mainly talking about tech startups because that's the thing we have the most experience in.
So if you can be a startup if you're opening up a restaurant, you can be a startup if you're creating a delivery service. There's a lot. Startup is very broad. The experience we have is tech startups, and a lot of the startup knowledge around tech startups can be applied to other startups. So it's not necessarily restricted, but just know that that's the basis.
We did have a weed delivery business idea that we were kind of working on for a while, but but most of our experience.
We were going to debut it. We were going to try and have our product launch on 420 of 420 of 420. Because we had the one chance in a lifetime to start it on or in the year and month 420 on the day 420 on the hour 420. So it was gonna be fantastic. We didn't do it because it's dumb.
We didn't do it because it's dumb.
I don't think COVID would have helped us at all. Where it's like, oh well, you're delivering services, so they don't have to leave. So maybe it's contact free.
It actually could have.
It could have helped and it could have done well. But we're also have taken into effect that we wouldn't be able to meet or do anything. Because of COVID.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, if you look at it, marijuana sales actually went
marijuana
crazy.
Sales went up, and that's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing starting a startup would have been exponentially harder.
Yeah, but I mean, we started planning this summer of last year. So we would have been well on our way to opening it up. But there was a lot of reasons for not, and we will get into that maybe in some future episodes, but there's a lot of reasons why we stopped it. And so the whole point...
mistakes we learned from.
Mistakes, right? The whole point of us doing this is because we've always felt like we wanted to create a community where people who are interested in startups, people who are entrepreneurs, self-described or otherwise, people who are just everybody comes together, and you can talk about the startups you're working on, ideas you have, and we'll talk about how being secretive about your ideas is the stupidest thing ever, but we'll get into that later. But you should, if you are an entrepreneur and you have a good idea, why not share it with the world, right? So we want to create this community that bounces around ideas, it literally fact checks you, right? Being able to see another person's perspective on your potential business idea. So that would be the goal from doing this, just to build up a community.
Yeah, I think if we could have a community of entrepreneurs helping out each other, that's a success.
Exactly.
If we could help even further, go further, if we could help educate them or teach them things along the way from our mistakes, things that maybe we've learned or researched, so that they don't have to go take the hours to go learn that's a plus. We're successful. I think anything we can do to help entrepreneurs follow through is a success. Because it's the hardest part. We've failed to do it. What was it, 7 or 8 times? So it's not new, and I'm sure we'll fail again. I'm not under the impression that that's it and we learn from all our mistakes and we're done. And maybe this will fail, and maybe this is just never going to go anywhere, and that's fine too.
But this is definitely another startup. Yeah. I mean, again, it's not a traditional startup, but it's definitely a startup. It's in a domain that we have not touched at all. But I think it's interesting. It's exciting.
It's around a domain we have extensive knowledge on in a new market. So it's we've never touched media. We've never really gone into that.
We've wrote some blog posts and recorded some podcasts. I would say we have some content creation experience, but
not. It is foreign. As far as people coming from the tech industry, this is a foreign industry to us. We're going to be learning a lot as we go. We'll definitely be sharing our experiences as we go.
That's something
we want to document and get out, because maybe what you're trying to do is a YouTube channel. Maybe you're trying to do exactly what we're trying to do. Learn from our mistakes, sure. If I could just shovel that your way so that you can pick up where we're at and take it and run with it, absolutely. I think that would be
if this ends up with 15 episodes and just a outline of why this failed, I would be happy with that.
Yeah, why not?
Like literally, if it ends up with 15 episodes, we tried. 15 episodes. I feel like
it's a lot.
It's a lot, but also it's not that much when you compare it to other channels. But even like we put in an effort and it failed, and people now have a roadmap of what not to do, because you learn as much from you learn as much of what to do from people failures. Exactly. Yeah. And we'll talk more about that later on. This is more of like, getting to know us. And our goal with this is, try to upload 6 days a week. Not talking about right now, maybe a little bit later in the future, but just consistently upload videos, make content that you guys want to see. And eventually we want this to replace our full-time jobs as software engineers.
Because that is, if you look at our past experiences and our history, as we'll, I'm sure, dive into later on, that's kind of been what we've been doing. We've done consulting. We've worked with startups. Most of what we've done has been around consulting with entrepreneurs and trying to make entrepreneurs better, or have that energy to get over the hurdle, or the resources to get over it. Like we kind of been focused on that for so long, that this is just another way for us to approach it.
Yeah, to help and equip the entrepreneur community with knowledge that, you always have something to learn. So this is just add this to your arsenal, I guess.
Yeah.
But the end goal is to become a giant media company and buy out Google one day.
Google's not a media company. They have a media company.
But it's to become a media company and just propagate our vision of entrepreneurship. And it's just something that we want to do, something that we're passionate about. So why not pursue it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That sums it up.
Hope you guys enjoy our future videos and this video, and you stick around. Also, comment about any video topics that you would like to see.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Let us know what we're doing wrong.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Give us as much feedback as possible.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
I think we should.
15 minutes.
I think we should re-record that. I
I think we stumbled a lot during those 15 minutes.
That's fine. I don't think it's an issue.
I mean, it's fine, but like, I think that was very scrambled.